Welcome back. That was a very interesting first segment, the UCL part, and that wasn't the only thing that happened in the past week. The UCL happened, and it's a big year for Odumodubvck and Declan Rice as he wins his first ever trophy. Bro, like, see, I made a tweet about it because what do you think inspired him to sing a song about Declan Rice? And for Declan Rice to have this season that he had, where I think on the 9th he released the song, Declan Rice scored the next day.
Yeah.
He went on to win the first trophy, and he's going to leave West Ham because I mean their owners have already mentioned it. It's going to have a very big summer. We don't know where we'll go. Whether we choose to go and be a slave, or he would just pick a right decision and go somewhere else. So for you, I mean, great season for Declan Rice and West Ham.
Yeah, great season for Declan Rice. The coincidence between Odumodubvck's song and Declan Rice is crazy. Because I'm like, what if we signed this last year?
Do you get?
You understand? What are the odds, man?
Do you get?
But everything has been going so smooth. And I think Declan has been very supportive of the whole movement.
Yeah. They were together in London. Like, bro, it was.
Yeah. So it's amazing season from Declan Rice. Almost perfect. I mean, you can't fault what he has done this season. He has that potential to be world class. You understand? We've seen it, and I mean, a leader at this age in the Premier League is no small feat. You understand? So, I think it's just the beginning of like greater things, not just for Declan Rice, but I think for West Ham. Even if he leaves, I think for West Ham as a whole, for Moyes and his players, because this was like a source of motivation and ginger, proper ginger for them to like move forward. But for Declan Rice, I mean, I'm sure this is just the beginning. This is just the foundation. We haven't seen anything. He's going to be a very great footballer, and I'm sure he'll start from the summer.
Brilliantly said, Timi. Wale, Declan Rice didn't get the goal. It was Jared Bowen. So let's not talk fully about Declan Rice. They beat Fiorentina by 2-1. By the lone goal, and it took the grit and the tenacity of Bowen to latch onto that ball from Paqueta and finish that ball. So I just want to ask you, because a lot of people were talking about it. They said, if you were the defender chasing him, what would you have done?
I mean, in the greatest words of Taribo West, if you don't get the ball, get the player. I mean, what's the worst that will happen? It's towards the end, right? I'll get a red card and like 50-50 chance of them scoring that free kick, right? I mean, they don't have the word prowess. So, you know, and at that distance, it's going to be very, very hard to keep the ball low, right? So, yeah. And then we just have to defend for the rest of the 30 minutes extra time and then go to penalties and cross our fingers and see what happens, right? But, like, yeah, I think I expected West Ham to win it because, like, they had generally speaking, a terrible season in the EPL, right? No European qualification, very poor on the table, and this was their only chance to, like, first of all, win something this season and then qualify for Europe at the same time. Because now they get to go to the Europa League because of this win, right? So that hunger, right? I mean, I keep watching the highlights of that thing, and like you could see the hunger in these players, right? And I really love the fact that West Ham didn't do what all other EPL teams were doing this season. I mean, Chelsea went through 4 managers, 2 in 1, right? Southampton lost their manager, Leeds lost their manager. Like people were just sacking managers, right? But like, even though West Ham were in the relegation zone, skirting with relegation up and down, they stuck with him, right? Because they know what Moyes can do, right? And all they needed was like a burst of form, which they found, right? And then, like, with how many games to go, they were clear of relegation and all of that. So that is done. Let's now focus on what we really, really need is Europe. Where we are, we can't qualify for Europe, but we have one lifeline, and let's focus on that. And they gave it their all. And like, of course, Jared Bowen, the magician, you know, in the team, and they won it for them.
That Bowen making that kind of impact, it just lets you know that they are quality players in the championship. That if they come up, they do. We've seen Ivan Toney. I mean, although he's out for so many months, but I mean, there's quality in the championship.
I mean, we've seen players like from the championship that caught it in the Premier League. I mean, see Watkins too. Watkins, Tony, Ben Rama, to be honest, Bowen. These are players that we saw their quality in the championship, and we just knew that if these guys come here, they will do something, no matter the team they're playing for. So that's shop right for Premier League teams, the championship. I mean, you can just go there, and there are some people that actually get the clout in the championship that don't make it in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You see, there was a season Dwight Gale was the highest goal scorer in the championship. I think he scored almost 30 goals, but he couldn't do anything in the Premier League. Matrici was the player of maybe second or third player of the season, and Kieran Clark for Newcastle in the championship, and they couldn't do anything in the Premier League. So I mean, but when you know quality, when you see quality players, you know they'll cut it anywhere. So yeah.
Thank you very much. That will bring an end to our UECL talk. It's been an interesting. Thank you so much, Timi. Thank you so much, Wale. It's a dog-eat-dog situation. Big ups for Odumodubvck as well as Declan Rice. Next time. Goodbye.